our ancestors. And imagine, we drive many times by the Lower Hut, and we don't know, most of us, we don't know the story that there was a brave man there who gave his life for our life. Maybe some of us are exist because his sacrifice, Lower Hut. And the other one was Sergeant Alexander Nemo from Otago, survived the war and received an award of gallantry for his action. After a harrowing 6 weeks, that 1,000 kilometers took 6 weeks march, track to refugee, or what remained from them, because most of them were killed and some of them died because of cholera. And if you notice that I am talking the end of July and August, and most of you who lived in Middle East know how hot it is, with no sanitation, with no proper food, it was easy to create cholera. After 6 weeks, the refugees, or what remained of them, reached Bakuba near Baghdad in middle Mesopotamia, was called at that time Iraq today. Thanks for the Wellington City Council and the people who helped to erect this memorial. A call to the world from this podium, in the shadow of the Assyrian Martyr Memorial in Wellington, to stop genocide against civilian. Stop genocide against civilian. Thank you. Now, with a speech with Mr. Sargon Thomas, Assyrian Zawa Incorporated in Melbourne, Australia. Please proceed.
Their life for the others are the people that deserve living more than anyone else. And the history being written by heroes that they created the stations of our history. They created the legacy that give us a momentum to go forward to build a brighter future. This is what's happening today in this country. People that hasn't lived or hasn't fled the countries under the ash-filled skies, probably they don't realize how significant this day is. It's about heroes that made my life today. So therefore, for me as a person, I have a great honor to be today with you. And I would like to thank Mr. Asher Yalda for mentioning Stanley Savage. Stanley Savage is a soldier, an Australian soldier, who saved Assyrian while they were fleeing from Urmia to Bakuba, we call it. And my father at that time, he was about 4 to 5 years old, and he was orphaned, and he was fleeing with that country. And with the sacrifice of Stanley Savage, today I'm here, I'm living. So therefore, for me, as I said, it's very significant day. And also, Stanley Savage, he was very experienced soldier in Gallipoli. When he saw a convoy of Assyrians fleeing, probably that hit him back to his church as a teacher, Sunday teacher in the church, and he read about, Assyrian and what kind of people they are and what kind of history they have. So he came, he opposed, or he came across an ethical situation. He asked the British captain or colonel to give him permission to go and save those people. But that permission being denied. So Stanley Savage, he didn't, comply with the order. So he got some couple of soldiers and he went at the end of the convoy, and because he was experienced in Gallipoli, so he bought some horses and he tried to turn around the soil. So he created a kind of dust to trick the, let me say, Turkish army and Kurdish attacker and Persian as well, to trick them that they thought maybe half of British army is coming. So therefore, they got away, they stopped from attacking them, and that was the reason those about 70,000 people being rescued, and some of them, they live here. I mean, their grandson, like Mr. Ashur, like me, the son of that father. So we live here in this country. Of course, I mean this country, but I am from Australia, which there's no difference anyhow. It was, I mean, according to my listening, it was another two New Zealand and soldier with the
for a speech, and we really like to thank her and everyone who came here to honor our ancestors. So please, 2019, remember this name, Sarah Free, who honored your martyrs.
Tēnā koutou katoa. It's my great pleasure to be here. I'm one of the Eastern Ward City Councillors, and I live in Strathmore, which is of course where the ancient Church of the East, St George, is located. And I also bring greetings from Claire and the other councillors today. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War, and for about 4 to 5 years now we have been having various commemorations and special occasions. But here today, we are here especially to commemorate and acknowledge the terrible and tragic massacre of citizens that took place in 1915 in Turkey under the rule of the Ottoman government. And the numbers involved were immense, as people have already mentioned. 1.5 Armenians, 700,000 Assyrians, and maybe 500,000 or even more Greeks. They all tragically lost their lives, and these were civilians. They were shot and they were marched and they were treated terribly. And this is something that, as other people have commented, we cannot ignore. We need to acknowledge this. But while acknowledging this, I want to also acknowledge our hope for a better future. We are glad that the many Armenian, Assyrian and Greek people who were lost and were refugees came to New Zealand. They came for a better life. And we are glad that many of them came to Wellington, and they've contributed hugely to the diversity, the peace and the profitable, prosperous society that we have. Our country, as Chris Finlayson said, has also seen its share of conflicts in its history, particularly with the New Zealand wars between Maori and early European settlers in the period from 1945 up to the early 1900s. And even though we had the Treaty of Waitangi, these things happened, these power struggles and grabs for land. And the Waitangi Tribunal has been kept busy for over 40 years now trying to sort this out. But they have been trying to sort out the conflicts and the unfair things that happened in a peaceful and equitable and hopefully just way. As a nation of New Zealand, I think we must acknowledge we've been very fortunate in the last 100 years that we haven't seen open conflict and warfare on our soil. And we continue to acknowledge the true way forward lies in dialogue, in negotiation, justice, kindness, and humility, not in war. I like often to think about the words of our New Zealand national anthem. They're actually incredibly powerful words. But one of the lines in the national anthem